All right, we are back. We are back, and the market has just been selling off all day. Selling off, but we've kind of had, just looking at the chart here, this would have been, right here would have been an entry for me, but obviously I was eating lunch. But we have kind of these overextended pullbacks. It's almost like the market is faking out, doing a fake out on all those reversals that we've seen recently. We've seen a lot of V-shaped reversals. It's like the market is doing a fake out on them. But anyway, hopefully, I don't know. It's about 2 o'clock. Haven't taken a trade yet today on my funded accounts. Maybe, hopefully we'll get a good setup this afternoon that we can take a trade. Just gotta wait on our setup. Gotta be patient. Oil here, kind of just bleeding down. Gold made a nice move up. ES new lows. So now we're ES. We're here. 41.12 is the low of the day 2 days ago. So that'll be an important level. Like 413 to 412. Usually it will pull back like maybe 2 points past the low of day. That's what I've found out, so we'll see. All right, what are we going to do here? We're going to try and have another extended pullback. Excuse me. There we go, new lows. Here's 41.13, 41.12 next. Just curious if this is going to hold, or are we just going to rip right through this? If we zoom out, if we go out in a little bit higher time frame, like the 60-minute, like this is what we were looking at, this range. Now we've broken through this range. This previous low right here of 41.12 is going to be pretty important level. Man, picked up a cough over lunch. And if we can hold this level, we make another one of these huge reversals, like extended pullbacks would be interesting. And I don't, yeah. People are trying to buy the bottom, and there's, a lot of fake outs happening here. Here we go, new lows, 41.12. And there it is, 41.12. Obviously, there we go, 41.12. How much lower can it go? We don't hold this level. I mean, the next level is 41.90, 41.85, 41.90, I guess. Or not 41, 40.90. If we go back, if we look at the daily chart, this is a pretty bearish day, even overall for the market. We made new highs here, and now on this move, we failed to make new highs. So usually that means we're going lower. But we do have to lose, like we actually have to get below this 41.12, 41.10 level. I guess we'd have some support here at 4100, and it's also just kind of an even number. Sometimes might see a move off of that. Okay, now here's the bounce. And how much will it bounce? That's the question. It is actually tempting to get in on a long here just because of how much we have pulled back when we do pull back, like an overextended pullback. Especially on like a momentum like this, but I just don't trust it for multiple reasons. Not part of my trading plan as well. The question is, do I trust this EMA? That's kind of the bigger question. We've ripped through this EMA so many times that it's kind of hard to trust it. I'm going to wait till we have a little better confirmation because of that. So these pullbacks have been, especially considering that it's a pretty steady downtrend. Usually on a steady downtrend, you don't have this massive or overextended pullbacks. This pullback here this is a 13-point pullback, only to rip lower. But we shall see. I'm just gonna watch it here. Also watch this. I'm gonna watch this chart quite a bit. I just don't trust an entry below this just because of how many times we've ripped past this EMA. I want to wait for a little more confirmation first. All right, here we go. Right here would have been my entry, but we're gonna wait. Hopefully we'll have another try to go longer here, and then we can maybe on that pullback. Yeah, and here we go. I kind of expect this to pull back like up to here, 41.21. Hey, no futures. Hey, how we doing? Welcome back. There we go. That very happy that I didn't enter here, even though it was my signal. But again, like I was saying, there's just been too many times today where we've ripped past that 21 EMA that I just don't trust it. Now, that sell-off makes me trust it a little bit more. That was a hard sell-off of about 2 points. What do we do here? The aggressive move would be to just short it right here. And technically that's not a valid entry. So I don't think we'll do that, but definitely feels bearish with all these long wicks. A lot of selling pressure. What? Oh, my trade copiers missed. I messed up on my trade copy. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I think we're gonna see a little more of a pullback. Keeps wanting to move past this EMA, keeps wanting to move higher, and it keeps getting smacked down real hard. But it doesn't make newer lows, so eventually one of these is going to break through. Here we go. This might be it. Yeah, definitely not going to enter. I'm kind of eyeing the pullback to be up in this 41, 21, 22 range. And then if I see a good setup, I might take, I'm going to look at a short entry right there. Let's just, for the fun of it, draw a channel, trend channel here. I don't usually do this, but not. I have a couple overshoots here, but it's been a pretty consistent downtrend all day. Man, so we failed to make it up to the top of this channel. Now we're selling off. I was hoping we'd move up to like here. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. Man, my throat is shot. Ugh. But this also could just be a pullback like we had here, and then move higher. We shall see. Mm. Yeah, it does. Seems very sluggish. All right, here we go. Gonna make new lows. Let's zoom out a little bit. It's trying. It's trying. Well, on this leg it failed to make new lows, but it might be coming to try again right here. Hey, Finesse. My day so far, how it's going? Kind of boring, to be honest. We haven't not taken a trade yet. We had rhythmic issues again this morning. But even if we didn't have any, we just haven't had really any good setups so far, unfortunately. We've had these overextended pullbacks, kind of what I call them, I guess, where, yeah, I I am going to look for the next time we come up against this channel and we have a good entry point to take another short. But on this move up, we just did not even get there. But this move up, I was at lunch. So yeah, I just have not had a good setup. No, like I did not catch the sell off. Again, I just didn't have a good setup. Either I was at lunch or rhythmic wasn't working, and in that little time frame where I could have taken a trade, there was no setup. So I'm kind of getting bored. No, I did not. I haven't. Just haven't, like I said, haven't had any entries. So we wait. We wait. I'll be honest, I'm starting to get a little bit impatient. Because I always love trading on a down, like a downtrending day is my favorite trading day. So I'm kind of sad that I did not catch any of these moves yet. Feels bad. Feel like we're going to make new lows here. You've held short since last night? Wow. Like overnight? Hey, thanks, Vanessa. Appreciate it. Wow, if you got short overnight, which probably what, up here somewhere? 4150s? Congratulations. That's an awesome trade. Make that money. Love to see it. Thanks. Thank you, Vanessa. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm having fun. I'm having fun streaming. I'm having fun doing this journal, kind of video journaling of my trading. And it's definitely helped me, honestly. It really has. It has helped me be more disciplined. And it's just helped me be more disciplined and patient and waiting and only taking my setups. For the most part, I've made some mistakes, but hey, no futures. Take care. Um, Take care. Have a good rest of your day and have a good weekend. And hopefully we'll see you Monday morning, bright and early. Okay, there's ES with another bounce. We failed to make new lows. Literally double bottomed. 41.1175. I'd like to see this pull up a little bit more. I think. Hey, thank you. Same to you. Crude oil's about to have the end of the market session. Gold, nothing really to see. Just going to be watching ES for the most part here the rest of the day. See if we can get a set up. My fear is most of the move is kind of done and we're going to be going sideways the rest of the day. That's my fear. But we shall see. Hey, Aqua. Goes fine. Honestly, getting a little bored. Getting impatient, maybe I should say. Um, just kind of, yeah, over lunch here, we would have had a couple, maybe a couple setups, but I was at lunch and obviously, couldn't take them. But we're back now and we're just looking for a setup to take. But need to just be patient. Did you do any more trading, Aqua? Yeah, the thing about today is like how, and you have to kind of, when I say this, you have to remember the last couple weeks, and just remember how many times we've had these massive V-shaped reversals. And it almost feels like the market is doing a fake out of those reversals today. And I can definitely see that a lot of people getting trapped trying to catch those reversals, and then they get trapped with these big sell-offs. I'm trying not to, yeah, like here. Now we're making a big move again, and see what happens here. Hey, you're still up, what, over 400? So he still had a really good day. All right, here we go. Are we going to make moves above this high now? Yep. Now, are we going to... I mean, if we... we move this out a little bit. Curious what we do. Like, to me, for this to really be considered a reversal, then we'd have to move above 41.29 into the 41.30s. Psychological warfare. Yeah, I know. Every day, man. Right now, what's going through my thoughts is I don't want to get faked out. So don't really trust my EMA line because of today, how many times it's ripped right through it like it's nothing. It's just not been respecting the EMA that much. It has been respecting this channel, but I'm just wary. I'm just cautious and wary of that one of these moves, it's going to be that V-shaped reversal. And now here we go. Yeah, I agree. Like part of me, I want to like, yeah, this trend line break, but also to play that I could definitely see that we go lower. Like we might sell off down into the like 4,100. We could hit that easily, hit that today yet. So it's like the kind of 50-50. Right now it's like a 50-50 if we're going to reverse here and try and make a move, move up into the close, or we're just going to continue this steady sell-off into the close, which we can easily see I can see 4,100 being hit. But again, it's again like these pullbacks like this where on my strategy I just don't really have an entry. Starting to get to me where I'm like, I might just take one of these extended pullbacks. But as soon as I do, it'll rip and continue and fake me out. So, trying to be patient. Now, if on this move, this leg down, we have to make new lows here, in my opinion. If we don't make new lows here, then I definitely feel like this is more of a possibility of a reversal here. If we don't make new lows and then we break above this trend line, then I will look to go long on a pullback. Yeah, I agree, Aqua. Like that's the thing I have to look at. Like I definitely feel like it did yesterday. Like this, basically after 9:30 was right here, but you have to remember our rhythmic was out. So basically from right here, here. Whoops. Like right here is kind of where we could have actually made a trade, and we just never had a setup yesterday. And I feel like after yesterday and looking at my trades, like I go back and make sure I didn't miss any setups. I felt really good about yesterday not taking any trades and just being patient. Like it almost feels like a win. And same with today. I feel good. Feel good about being patient at the same time. I'm getting a little bit antsy. Getting a little bit impatient. But hey. With trading, there's always tomorrow. The market isn't going away. Now, this is an interesting point. This is an interesting area right here. If we make it above this trend line, then I could definitely see this being the low of the day. We've tried once, we tried again, and we failed. We failed 3 times now to try and make new lows. Wow, did you see that? Now there's another just massive 2.5 point drop. We've seen so many of those. This signal here, like this yellow signal with the trapped orders, that's a signal that there's going to be a continuation of the trend. So that's definitely a very, like, this is a very bearish signal right here. So we can, on this leg down, we can make a push to a new low at A. Then the bears are still in control. Getting very choppy now. Very choppy. We're just going up and down, up and down. Nothing to do on that stuff. Hey, Russell, how we doing? You have a sell limit at 41.21 with a stop just above 41.23. Yeah, and that's kind of what I was like. I was hoping for a pullback up into this range, but it's just not really happening. And we could just kind of chop in this range for the rest of the day with the move that we have made. Yeah, I don't know. I could see both happening, about equal chance, I would say. Okay, here we go. And this thing might just go lower without us, and we just have to be okay with that. And again, are we actually gonna just bounce off of this again? Yeah, it's true. Very true, Russell. Look at that. Now we're bouncing again. That's just not, wow. Now we're just ripping higher. Market's so slow today. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely could. I could see this ripping above, like, totally could see this just ripping a little bit above this trend channel, break it, make it look like we're going to have a reversal, and then just sell it. I could see that. I can honestly also see this just reversing now. It's weird. That's why I'm just waiting and watching. Again, we've seen so many V-shaped reversals the last 3, 4 weeks that at this point it just would not shock me. Here we go, ripping higher. It's feeling like one of these moves right here. It's kind of feeling like one of those moves. But we've tried 3 times now to make new lows and it failed. So at some point it's going to fail. Here we go. Oscar, those are always dangerous thoughts. Or that's always how I think. Because anytime I start to get biased that, all right, this market can't go much lower. Or it can't go much higher. You know what happens? Especially if I trade based off of that opinion, then it'll just, it's almost like the market is like, oh really? Watch me. Hold my beer. Here we go. That's what it feels like. Hold my beer. Exactly. It's like it heard you, and it's like a challenge. But anyway. Oh, let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. Personally, what I'm hoping kind of is we make a push up to like the 41.29s, like a really healthy rip up, and then a slight pullback where I can re-enter, and then we keep going higher. But that's kind of right now with this triple bottom, that's where I would feel almost the most comfortable in taking a trade. All right, here we go. Hey, Toss, you kind of called it. Come down halfway to this bar and then rip higher. Hopefully you took a trade based on that. All right, see if we can break out of this channel. There we go. Now we have broken through. So now this is not enough of a breakthrough to really count yet. We need to do more than just stick our head above this. We need to actually break above like 41, 20, 22, then pull back and then continue higher for this to really, for me to consider this more of a potential reversal. Yep, there we go, Doc. There, yep, exactly. You called it. Yep, we're getting close. 8 minutes from 3 o'clock. They'll just, that's what's going to depend on if Power Hour, they come in here and they're like, you know what, we're going to rip this up to 41.40. Then just get on the train. Okay, we broke out, kind of. I mean, I guess you consider this a breakout, but sure wouldn't put too much emphasis on it. Now, this is where I really like to watch, because when we have a breakout of a channel, sometimes people will do a lot of buying, like because of the breakout. And you can see here the buying side, quite a bit of buying happening. But if we rip down now, those orders become trapped, and it can be a trap. All right, there we go. All right, now it's starting to get me convinced that now this is the move that the bulls have been wanting, but it's still too early to call, because see this move? If we do a measured move here, a measured move of the same would be right up to the 41.25 area, so just hard to say. Seeing a very similar move that we saw here. now selling off. And this is kind of what I was looking for. Like a move past. I mean, I'd like to see a little bit bigger move. This chart here, it's probably confusing if you've never seen it before, but so this is the Apex Sniper chart, where basically I don't really trade off of it like completely, but I will enter on some of these signals. Like this signal here, that's basically a signal long, and as you can see, it would have been a really nice move. But I kind of use it as a confirmation for some of my entries. Doesn't sound okay. My sell order filled. Oh yeah, I forgot Russell did. So you still have, yeah, 41.23. Hey, good luck. I hope you hit it. Yeah, that'd be a nice move to take this down to the low. I mean, honestly, if this breaks this low, then we could see 4100 today. Oh, okay. ICTs. Into the fell out. Yeah, been targeting liquidity at the lows now. Got it. Hey, it's working out so far. I mean, honestly, like right now, this is where it's kind of a on the fence entry here. And now we rip higher. Wow. And this is where it can go a couple different ways. If we do move to this 41.28 area, hmm. All right, what's going to happen here? Hmm. Yeah, this 41.12's definitely been bought up. There's no doubt about it. But I don't want to say that confidently that we're going higher. It looked like that right here that we're going higher. Right here, there's a lot of wicks. We were going higher, and we keep, boom, selling off. Now, what would kind of gets me to change my mind a little bit is because of this trend line break and the fact we pulled back once, not that big of a pullback, and then we went higher. And we keep making these small pullbacks and then making newer highs like this, then yeah, I'm more and more convinced. Oh yeah, I forgot about something. Hey, Russell, that's the right attitude to have. We never know what the market will do next. Hey, Christopher, how we doing? Thanks for stopping in. Sorry about that, Russell. It's never fun, but it happens. It is part of trading. Sure, I'm not sure what you mean, Tosk. Or what do you mean? Or I'm not sure what you mean where with the comment. Either high of day or a slight lower high. And yes, we do. And yes, we do. Are you saying that you know where the market is going? ICT concept, learn it live. So you're saying you know where the market is going? I have some bad news for you. You do not know where the market is going, and neither does ICT. Or anyone who claims they know where the market is going, I'm sorry, but you don't. You might have an idea, but you don't know. The market can do anything it wants. Yeah, even if you have liquidity at the highs, that's not a guarantee that we're going to go higher. There's maybe a better chance we go higher, but it's a very dangerous thought concept to have of knowing where the market is going to go. The market is a program. But that's my point. Like, or I guess, Tosk, if the market goes lower now, what's your comment? Why did it go lower? Or anytime someone, I don't care if it's ICT or whoever it is, anyone that teaches that they know where the market is going is full of crap. And that's just the facts, because they don't. They might have an opinion about where the market is going, but they do not know. And the problem with that kind of mindset is, if you have that mindset, oh, I know the market's going up, so you enter it, go up, and it goes against you, then what? All right, it creates a thought process of, I can't be wrong. And then when you can't be wrong, if you can't be wrong, then yeah, you obviously, I don't know what to tell you. If you've never been wrong in trading, congratulations. If ICT is saying that he knows where the market will go, then yes, he is full of crap. I don't know if he is. I don't think he is, and I don't think he says that. Or I've not heard him. I've heard him say that, this is where liquidity is, whatever, that this is a magnet for the market, but to present it as the market is going here is, and then if you think he's always 100% right, then don't use holistic numbers like that, like you know where the market is going, or that ICT always knows where the market is going, because he doesn't. I guess that's my point. You might have a good opinion about it. You might have, but it's an opinion. But right now we're on this EMA. Going long right here is about the best setup I've seen all day. And I'm not sure. Tosk, again, you're coming across like you know everything, and I'm sorry, but any good trader knows, like, that's not, and maybe that's not how you meant to come across, but that's not a good mentality to have. You've made over $1 million in the market. Okay, congratulations. And you're trading, yeah. Just be real. Don't be fake. Yeah, Russell, this will suck. You literally, but I think we are going. I think we are going higher just with this move, this price action. You know, I would. I think so, but again, I don't know. You lost $1 million on a swing. That's unfortunate. What time is it? I need to. So you trade for fun, not to make money? I think you made the right call, Russell. I think you did. Yeah, that can definitely happen, Christopher. But like to me, to each his own. To each his own. If you, I have no issue with. I have no issue with ICT at all. I think he does a lot of great things. But you have to create your own what works for you. You have to trade what works for you and the style that works for you. But when people are start to pretend like they know exactly what's going to happen next and that people are always predicting they're always right, I have beef with that because it's just not true. Exactly, Aqua. If you trade someone else's style, what if, I mean, it's just, I always think of it like this. If trading is 90% psychology and 90% mental, then everyone should have a little bit different trading style because we're all wired differently and our psychological and mental capacity is different for everyone. So we should all be, it's very, very difficult for to have a group of traders that are all of them are exactly the same strategy. And I guarantee you they can all have the exact same strategy and they're not going to have the same results. There is no way. Because each one has a different style and different pain thresholds and there's a lot of variables that are outside of an actual strategy. Yeah, that makes sense, Aqua. Yeah, 100%. But man, this move, if they are just going to melt higher like this is a very sluggish move. It's 324 and not a whole lot of, not the kind of spying I was expecting if we do have a reversal. It's not what I was expecting. I thought we would rip higher if we feels more sluggish at this point. But either way, I actually have to go here shortly. Actually, I have to step away for a second and I will be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, I thought I had to leave early, but I actually don't. I'll probably be here till the close. All right, slow. There we go. A little bit more effort on the buyers, pushing higher. Was definitely a sign when we tried 3 times to break the lows here on 41.12. Tried and we just couldn't do it. Now we're just kind of a slow grindy move up. I do, Aqua. I have a 9-year-old and a almost 2-year-old. Two boys. They are awesome. They definitely keep life fun, and I love it. All right, we made new highs, and now we're selling off a little bit. Actually, more of a pull, not selling off, pulling back. It's the better. Here's the question now. Like, this was tempting to get in right here. I'm still wary, like, that this is going to test the lows again before, but I gotta test, and I gotta keep it real here. Follow my price action. Oh, you got an 18 and a 6-year-old? Oh wow, boy, both girls. Nice, nice. Yeah, I've always been like, it would be curious to see what girls would be like, because I'm sure they're different than the boys. But wow, that was a quick pullback and now a rip higher. Not really giving me a chance to enter. I mean, I could enter right here, but that would be I'm not going to enter at the highs. Feels like we're getting a little bit more momentum here. Curious what gold is doing. Not a whole lot. Same with oil. Here we go. Here we go. Now, are we going to make it up over, like if we make it up to 41.30, that would be, if we look at the daily, yeah, I don't know. I mean, the thing is, like, bottom line is we're still stuck in this range. We've been stuck in this just kind of range for quite some time now. Like right here, this range that I drew, now we're back up in that range again. And as long as we're in here, the market it's just very unpredictable. Actually, no, I can predict the market with 100% certainty. I take it back, Tosk. I take it back. You can predict it. It's going to go up or down. That's what I'm sure of. I don't even listen to ICT that much, but I've watched like a little bit of his videos, and I even know that he doesn't, like, obviously everyone needs to have a bias on which direction you think the market is going to go, but ICT doesn't come across as, hey, that I know the market's going to go here. Like, I'm presenting it as a certainty. There's no way that he does that. Once you start doing that, you'll look like a fool pretty quickly. And then if you tell me that ICT is never wrong, well, then we got a problem as well. Definitely, we're definitely seeing a lot of buying here. In hindsight, this entry right here should have pulled the trigger on it. Should have just pulled it. All right, now we're right at this 41.28, and we push through to the 41.30s. It's trying. Push, push, push. And there it goes. Hey, we might actually, 41.33 is right at VWAP. That actually might be an attraction for it. Might rip up to that. Right, we made it all the way up to 41.32. Onyx, you're shorting here. Wow. I hope we caught that. I mean, we just ripped down about 3 points. Hopefully he caught that move. Now, will we continue going higher, or was that just a little pullback? That was good timing if you caught it up here. Look at that. Another one of those sweep orders. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 12 ticks that it just swept out. To me, that's crazy. Target new low, Onyx. Wow. Hey, I hope you get it, Onyx. I really do. It's feeling a little fake, this move. Feeling a little fake, but we'll see. So is that like a fair value gap right here? Very likely. See if we sell off a little bit more. Wow. I always expect, like, when it does such a sweeping sell-off, but there's a lot of times it'll do that, but then it'll just keep going higher. Crazy. Oh, okay, I see. Like I said, I don't know. I'm not an ICT expert trader, that's for sure. Like I've said before, I don't mind his concepts and his strategies and stuff. I think helps a lot of traders. You know what? Yeah, it makes me think of an article. There was a Reddit post. Flush out the type stop loss. Yeah, I know, Aqua. That's always me. I feel like I kind of take it personal because I feel like they're personally targeting my tight stop losses when they do that. But I guess it is what it is. But there was an article on Reddit. Aqua, wait, you've never heard of ICT? Come on. Are you serious? Are you trolling right now? Or are you serious? You've never heard of him? That's crazy if you haven't. Well, it doesn't take long to find him. He has a lot of good content, or he has a lot of free teachings on his channel that I think is great. But the only negative thing that I can say, or that the thing that I don't like, and it kind of Toss kind of showed what I'm talking about. Like there's certain traders that follow top like ICT, and then they somehow get in their minds like that's the only way that you can make money trading is by following ICT. And if you don't trade like he trades, then you're obviously, you're gonna lose. Like, and I'm not saying that, Russell. I'm not saying that about you. I think it's a very small percentage of his following, and usually those small percentage are pretty toxic as well. And it's pretty easy to pick them out. They're in a lot of chat rooms and stuff where if you don't trade like ICT does, then it's more of a troll fest than yeah. That's the only thing like that I don't like that negative vibe that I don't like. But ICT himself, I think, is very smart. Guy with tattoos. Man, I'm not even sure. If you just go on YouTube and search ICT, then you'll see him. You'll see him everywhere. And just get prepared if you check him out. I mean, he has tons of content. Like, I know Russell, exactly. That's what, like, sometimes, or that's what kind of upsets me with some of his followers is they're, like, ICT himself never comes across, or I personally, I guess, I haven't watched him enough, maybe, but I wouldn't say that he comes across as that this is the only strategy that can make money. He doesn't. And right, it just kind of gets like a cult-like thing. Oh yeah, very true, Russell. It's called Inner Circle Trader. I guess search for that. That is probably gonna get him a little bit better, but no, Russell, I exactly like I feel like and it's like those small group of followers that kind of give him a bad name, I feel like, to the rest of the community. Then a lot of the rest of the community just don't like ICT because of how some of his followers act. And they don't even really understand that what those toxic followers are saying isn't really even what ICT represents. And it's not really how he actually feels. And it's kind of sad. All right, perfect. Yeah, exactly, Russell. Like I said, I think I think he helps a lot of people. I know a lot of people, a lot of people trade his strategy, profit and are profitable. And, I think that's awesome. Anyone that finds a strategy that works for him, that works for them, I don't care who you follow or where you learned it or whatever. If it works for you, great. That's great. Sometimes feels like we have a strategy competition where, people are like, no, you have to, this strategy is better. No, this one's better. And like, no, we don't need to do that. Like, everyone can have a different strategy and it's okay. We can all get along here. It's not, oh, this is the only way you can trade. Like my way of trading. I know that's not the only way you can trade. This is very elementary type trading, I feel like. But for me, like my personality, if I have a very complicated strategy, then I have a tendency to overthink things, and I'm just I get confused on where my entry is, and like I get easily confused and I overthink things way too much on complicated strategies. And that's where I'm like, I guess I'm too dumb. I need to just keep it simple. Like they say, keep it simple, stupid. But hey, Russell, I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Trend line. Exactly. Hey, good luck, Aqua. Again, great couple days trading. You've had a great week. Go celebrate. All the guys, don't forget, this week is Mother's Day. Make sure you treat your woman well and your mother. Show appreciation. And yeah, I always have to think of those that might not, their mom might not be here anymore. I always condolences to those that don't have a mom to show appreciation to. But appreciate and be thankful for your mother and your wife. I know sometimes I take the women in our life, we take a little bit too much for granted. I know I do. Yeah, exactly, Ross. I've heard him say that too. Yeah, I think he's just coming out with like more content the way it sounds as well. Exactly, Cardia. Exactly. It is sometimes like the last couple weeks when you're going through a slump like I have been, like I've just not been trading well. And it's multiple different things, but I'm not going to delve into. But when you're going through a slump and when you're going through a losing streak, it does become a lot harder to stick with your strategy. Because you see everyone else's strategy working and you're like, oh, I gotta switch. But, and this is again just me personally, I've just learned that switching strategies when you go through a losing streak is just not a good idea, because every strategy will have its losing streak and it will go through a time where it's not working. And if you just give it up every time that you go through that on any given strategy, you're just going to be strategy hopping from here to here to here. And I think it's hard mentally to go and to continue be switching your strategy. So that's mainly why I'm just going to keep pushing through. Now, if you go through a 3 month span where your strategy just isn't working anymore, you continue to lose, then I need to go back to the drawing board and maybe back test my strategy a little bit more. Maybe the market conditions have changed. Then I think it would be viable and valid to be looking at a different strategy, but just my personal take on it. You're an ICT student as well? Awesome. Awesome, Cardia. Al Brooks, yeah. So I Al Brooks, I watched a ton of his videos on price action. I watched a ton of his videos. Al Brooks, and who else is, what's the other guy's name? Man, I feel like it's something different that I'm not thinking of. Thomas Wade. Thomas Wade's the other one that I watch a lot. And that's just me. They're not always right, and their strategy isn't the end all be all. But like I've said a lot before, I think that's what makes, I think that's what's really cool about the market, that you can, there's so many different strategies that you can do. But here we are, just kind of, we're at 10 minutes from close, so I'm not going to be making a trade here. 10 minutes till close. I don't think it's worth the, it's not worth the risk at this point. Just kind of hovering here at, you know, at this full 41.32 range. Haven't really, we tried to go higher a little bit and got rejected pretty quickly, but yeah, Thomas Wade is more for a scalp. Yeah. Hey, look at Toss coming back in. Nice. Just, I mean, just so we're clear, Toss, I don't know what you call high of day, but we opened at 41.55. So we're about 25 points away from high of day. So not sure I would consider that calling it. High of day and we're 25 points away. Okay. Maybe the NASDAQ is at a high of day. I don't know. All right, now are we gonna push through VWAP? Here we go. Hey, DC, I appreciate it. You can call it at 25 points. I don't know what you mean, but you said we're gonna go to the high of day. We're 25 points away from the high of day. So how can you, I mean, yes, we made a move up. Congrats. I hope you were in it. And on this day, your call out was correct. 100%. Congratulations. But if you think you're always going to be right, you're going to have a struggle. So I have yet to see anyone always be right, or making guarantees like, hey, we're definitely going up, Hunter, you know. But to each his own. Alrighty. Kind of curious what we do at the close here. Feel like we're either going to shoot this thing up like another 6-7 points, or it's going to sell off a significant amount right about 2 minutes before usually. Exactly, Cardi. Exactly. Once you find a strategy that you first of all understand, like if it's easy for you to understand the strategy and it's something that you're comfortable with, then yes, just like 100% stick with that strategy. Just understand that at some point you're going to go through a losing streak, or you're going to go through a little bit of a struggle, then, just, tell yourself that now, that that's okay. There's no 100% win rates. You're going to go through losses. Like I was saying, even if someone has a 75% win rate and you do 1,000 trades, in the span of those 1,000 trades, the mathematical probabilities are that you will still have like a 7 to 8 losing streak is really high in those 1,000 trades. So even with a high probability, you're still going to go through losing streaks. But important thing to remember is just, or that's what I used to do, like back in the day, is as soon as I went through a losing streak, then I would be like, oh, well, this strategy doesn't work. And then I'd go look for another one. And that just caused more confusion. All right, Toss, now you're just trolling. All right, here we go. Hey, who knows, Toss? You might end up, maybe we will rip all the way up to the open, to the high of day. High of day would be 41.56. No, high of day would be, we'd have to get up to 41.59. Tosk, if you think you can be 90% win rate at 1,000 trades if you go super slow, then you're kind of exposing yourself. You've just started trading and you don't know, you have no clue what you're doing. I feel bad for you. Because anyone with a brain knows that's just completely wrong. Not possible. $41.37. What are you saying, Martin? Jeez. Since 41, I don't go slow, and I've been trading for 1 year. Well, that kind of proves my point. 1 year of trading is not that long. I have no idea what you're talking about, Martin. Going long at 41.37? Oh, 41.17. I'm not sure what you mean. I knew that you were not going to take the trade, and yet you had seen everything well. Are you just saying that because with my thesis was that we're going to go up, that I should have taken the trade? I overcomplicate my trading. I'm just waiting on my setup, and I'm trading my strategy, Martin. Just because it's not like your strategy doesn't mean it's wrong or it's overcomplicating. Like, stop projecting your strategy on other people. Just because it works for you is not going to, I'm all of a sudden going to change my strategy and follow your trades. Like, that's just stupid. Again, I'm happy that your trading works. That's great. But don't project your strategy on other people saying you should trade that way, because I didn't have Yeah, it wasn't my setup. Yeah, this Tosk dude, he's just a troll. It's all right. Sometimes people just need to vent. He's probably blown a couple accounts today and he just wants to vent. I mean, I say the right thing. I call out what I'm seeing, I guess, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm taking the trade, I guess. I mean, yeah, in hindsight, agreed. The only place where I should have taken an entry and like, yeah, you are right, was right here. Like 41.21 would have been my entry. Like looking back. And like in that case, yeah, you're right. And I was a little bit distracted, to be honest. But that was my entry that I could have taken. Now I would have very likely gotten stopped out here with my trailing stop strategy, but would have still been a winner. Toss. I hope you have a good one. Such a troll. All right. I'm going to call it. Thanks for stopping in. It's all good. No, yeah. It's all good. I definitely could have taken that trade, but I didn't. If they keep trolling and be disruptive, I'll kick them out, but I hate banning people. Sometimes people just wanna get some attention. Anyway, again, no trades today. Kind of sad. Also, I'm okay with it. Especially going through a slump, just probably being too cautious. I probably am. But it is what it is. No changing it now. All right, everybody. Appreciate everybody stopping in. No, you're not upsetting me, Martin. I'm just saying, like that entry, yes, you're right. And it's my own fault, to be honest. I was too distracted with this Tosk dude that it got me distracted and not entering that trade. But that's my own fault. No one else's but my own. So that's on me, and it is what it is. We'll be all right. But hey, everyone have a great weekend. Congrats on everyone that had a successful day. If you didn't have a successful day, there's always Monday. So hopefully I will see you Monday, but take care. I appreciate everyone.